Welcome back to The Final Takeaway. We're happy you joined us. Here's what's new on our channel.
Geeta became General Secretary, and for reasons that I don't want to discuss because it will be embarrassing for her, she ended up resigning. So she's free to go.
Following a bold and daring move that stunned party members, political colleagues, and the nation alike, current opposition member of Parliament Geeta Chandan-Edmond continues to hang on to her parliamentary seat for dear life. Chandan-Edmond, who is also the former General Secretary of the opposition People's National Congress Reform, the PNCR, effectively crossed over to the ruling People's Progressive Party Civic, the PPPC, after endorsing President Irfaan Ali for a second term in office. She announced her endorsement during the June 2, 2025 sitting of the National Assembly.
I stand here today unshaken and unafraid, and I say very proudly that I stand with President Ali.
The MP, who is also a former magistrate with a prior history with the PPPC, failed to resign from her post as an opposition member of Parliament before shifting alliance to the ruling party. This move raises legitimate concerns that transcend party affiliation and enter the realm of ethics, loyalty, and political motives. It looks like someone wants to have their cake and eat it too. Up to the time of creating this video, Chandan-Edmond remains an active member of the PNCR. Is this a classic case of playing politics? Tell us in the comment section why you think the MP is refusing to budge and whether you think she needs to immediately hand over the opposition parliamentary seat. Opposition leader of the PNCR, Aubrey Norton, and Guyana's former Vice President Greenidge have weighed in on the issue. Greenidge pointed out that failing to resign her seat before endorsing President Ali, Chandan-Edmond, in theory, passed the parliamentary seat to the PPPC, further stating that the ethical decision was to resign and vacate the parliamentary seat first. You'll hear from Norton and Greenidge after we allow you to quickly subscribe and join the thousands of people who choose our channel for a unique and in-depth look at issues and current events out of Guyana, Latin America, and the Caribbean. Now let's get back to why we're here. Aubrey Norton, who also leads a Partnership for National Unity, the APNU, told the press that Chandan-Edmond is, quote, free to go, emphasizing that the party remains unaffected by her endorsement of Ali. As to why she has not been removed as a member of the party, given her unceremonious departure, Norton doesn't think it's necessary, given that Parliament will be dissolved soon. Norton revealed that the leadership had considered removing Chandan-Edmond ever since her alignment with the government during the 2025 budget debates, but ultimately deemed it unnecessary, emphasizing that she brings little political value as elections near. He said, quote, there was not much to be had to recall her. Other key PNCR members who recently walked away from the party include Region 4 Regional Chairman Daniel Seram and his Vice Chairman Samuel Sandy. On that note, the opposition party leader dismissed unfounded claims that these departures negatively impacted the party and that the party is falling apart. At a press conference last Friday, Norton reaffirmed the strength of the PNCR, noting that the party still boasts a membership of over 20,000 and remains structurally strong. Opinions are divided on these departures, with some politicians and members of the public viewing them as party disloyalty and betrayal. Downplaying the political relevance of the three departed members, Norton said, quote, I don't believe any of them can pull 3 votes. He further revealed that they stopped being functional party members a long time ago. Here's more from Aubrey Norton.
But if you look at their performance, you would recognize from the time I became leader of the party, they were not doing work for the party. Geeta became General Secretary, and for reasons that I don't want to discuss because it will be embarrassing for her, she ended up resigning. Now she is a free Guyanese. She isn't in the PPP where there are reprisals if you go. So she's free to go. As to the chairman and vice chairman, like I said, they have not been serving the party for the longest while.
Norton framed media attention surrounding the departures as politically motivated, attributing it to the ruling People's Progressive Party internal struggles and fear of emerging opposition forces. Quote, "They're clutching at anything," he said, recalling that past high-profile departures such as Odinga and Joe Hamilton failed to dent the party's foundation.
I see the prominence given to it as a manifestation of the weaknesses of the People's Progressive Party. As they suffer in their own community, as they see a threat from Mohammed, as they see a threat from the opposition, they are clutching at anything. And so, as they try to appear to be a popular party, they were forced to put these as if they are some big events. For me, it's an end of an era when we made bad choices in terms of the people we placed in positions.
Meanwhile, speaking to the press, former Vice President of Guyana, Greenidge, noted that the crossing over to the PPPC without resigning her seat was an unprecedented move by Geeta Chandan-Edmond. Further, what makes this move particularly unusual and infuriating is her seniority in the PNCR-APNU administration, Greenidge said. The longtime politician reminded us that the members occupying parliamentary seats were elected to represent their affiliated party's interest and the voters who voted for that party. On the issue of ethics, Greenidge said if an individual fails to resign and vacate their seat, the party they represent is, quote, within its rights to unceremoniously expel you for the breach of trust, regardless of whether the National Assembly is on the brink of being dissolved in preparation for elections. Getting back to Norton, he promised a more discerning approach to selecting candidates. He also emphasized that the PNCR would prioritize individuals with proven loyalty and commitment to the party. Quote, moving forward, most of the people on the PNC list will be tested and proven PNC persons, Norton affirmed, calling the recent exits the close of a chapter marked by poor selection choices. Norton made it clear that the PNCR is moving on, not with bitterness, but with lessons learned and a renewed focus on unity and strength ahead of the September elections. Guys, what do you think about all of this political drama that's unfolding in the PNCR so close to Election Day, which is less than 3 months away? Tell us in the comment section below. Also remember to turn on YouTube notifications for this channel to be among the first to know the instant we upload new content. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.